Hello and welcome to a cube draft here on CheapAssMTG. So this is Modern Cube, which is fairly new, I think. I haven't drafted this before, so this is entirely new to me. So let's see how we get on. This pack doesn't seem to have anything outstandingly powerful, but then I guess Modern Cube will be relatively less powered than Vintage and Legacy. So fixing will be slightly worse in this cube, given there'll be like slightly worse lands. I'm kind of looking at Goblin Guide or Fatal Push here. Fatal Push is just going to be a good removal spell. But Goblin Guide, I think, a reasonable first pick. You know, a lot of times in cube, mono red is a reasonably open deck. And obviously, there's Modern Zoo and Modern Burn. So there should be cards to support an aggressive deck. So let's start with this. Okay. So we've been past Thundermaw, Hellkite, which is reasonable. I don't think you really want to pick this that highly, even if you're in like mono red. Kolughan's Command, which is just a great value card. Thragtusk, another good value card. Hornet Nest can be useful. There's also just like Wooded Foothills, Cryptic Command. I think I'm looking at Kolughan's Command and Wooded Foothills here. I do quite like the idea of just taking the fixing early. I don't really know what this cube's like, but I suspect we'll be able to pick up reasonably powerful cards. That's generally what happens in cube, and fixing is always going to be useful. Okay, this pack seems slightly weak. I guess Garruk's okay. Inquisition's... I think Inquisition's slightly worse in cube just because a lot of the cards you want to play are going to have more than 3 converted mana cost. Mizium Mortars could be reasonable. Also could just take Chandra. Chandra's... she's going to be fine, but never that exciting. That's my problem. But this pack seems pretty weak to me, so I'm just going to take Chandra and stay on colour. Okay, well, here are some cards for like an aggressive red deck in Kargan Dragonlord and Grim Lavamancer. There's also just Snapcaster Mage, which is just sweet. There's Grey Merchant for the mono black decks, Beast Within, which is going to be pretty good removal in a green deck. I think I'm just going to take Kargan Dragonlord though. Like, it's a 2/2 for 2 that just gets better and better. It gives sort of red deck some late game thrust. Snapcaster is also usually going to be a pretty good card, but we don't have any instants right now, and it doesn't really go with Goblin Guide. You could play Snapcaster in a Chandra deck, I guess, but I think Kargan Dragonlord's fine. Okay, well, Voltaic Brawler seems like a really, really odd card to have in Modern Cube, but hey. Figure of Destiny is a pretty reasonable 1-drop. Bloom Tender's going to be sweet for a ramp deck. I wonder how powerful they are in this cube. I think I'm just going to take Sarkhan, though. From what I've seen on Twitter so far, Planeswalkers seem powerful in this cube, and it keeps us in red. Sarkhan's a reasonable Planeswalker, so... Okay, so here there's not really much for us. Certainly not in mono red. I mean, we could take Whip Flare or Wear Tear. Wear Tear could certainly be fine. Definitely a reasonable sideboard card, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just take Wear Tear here. I mean, the 2 Angels are fine, I think. But I don't think we're looking to play them, so I'm just going to take Wear Tear. Okay. So, Chandra's Phoenix is fine in a burn deck. I don't think we're really that bothered about it, though. Like, we don't have any instants or sorceries yet. We could take Cinderglade, but I don't think we really need it over Wooded Foothills. Undergrowth Champion is fine, I think. But I'm just going to take the Phoenix, I think. You know, keeps us in mono red. Okay, well, now we can't be in mono red, so maybe we want to get off mono red. I'm going to take Kessie Wolfrun here. I don't think we're playing Chasm Stalker, Dungeon Guys. We could play Rishkar. That's certainly true. Probably not that bothered about Vivid Grove, but Kessie Wolfrun is a nice utility land. We already have Wooded Foothills. Winding Constructor Wield. I think there's definitely got to be some cool things you can do in Cube with this, but we're just going to take Banefire. Again, gives a red deck, a burn deck, some reach. We probably just take Mutavault here, I think. We could take Hornet's Nest and like burn Hornet's Nest to give us some. I guess they're bees, aren't they? But I think I'm just taking Mutavault. Again, it's another decent utility land. Mizium Mortars could play it. Okay, gonna take Raging Ravine here over Beast Within. Manlands are always decent to have. We Figure of Destiny test. Maybe red is open. I mean, Figure of Destiny, Mizium Mortars. Yeah, the red cards are wheeling, so maybe red is open and it just wasn't that strong in that pack. Okay, Delver. Well, Delver decks are also fine. We're quite a long way from being a Delver deck, but okay, what have we got here? So we have Shrine of Burning Rage, which is certainly going to be good in a mono red deck. There's Piran Kiran Nalar, which is also nice in well, any red deck, I guess. We could certainly just get a splash for a second colour. That's totally doable. Our preference would be green, given the lands we've got, but we could go into any colour. I do like cards like Bitter Blossom and Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is just infinitely times better than Inquisition in Cube. I think I'm just going to stick with Shrine of Burning Rage here. At the moment, we've got 9 red spells. This is obviously great in a mono red deck. Would like to see Pier and Kiran come back, but I don't think we should rely on that. Ooh, Koth. So there's Dead and Gone. Which isn't awful. It's basically a worse shock, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised if that wheeled, really. But Koth's really nice. Really rewards you for being mono red. So definitely the pickup here. Okay, so what have we got here? Devil's Play. It's I guess it's just Banefire with Flashback, which isn't that great. So I think we just take Flame Slash here. It's like it's a better Mizium Mortars most of the time, I guess. We could even go something like Ral Zarek and actually splash second colour, but I think Flame Slash is reasonable. Okay, well, Searing Blaze and Exquisite Firecraft are going to be nice. Also, Porcelain Legionnaire, which let's not forget, this is actually a red card. I say that because we can cast using Phyrexian mana, obviously. But yeah, the choice is Searing Blaze versus Exquisite Firecraft. I'm going to take Searing Blaze here. 3 damage to a player and 3 damage to a creature is not to be sniffed at. Ooh, Young Pyromancer. I think that's probably the pick. Boom and Bust's interesting. Lash Out's also not awful, but I think we might be able to wheel one of these. And Pyromancer certainly makes our deck better. Okay, so we have Ajani Vengeance as another card we could splash. I do really like this Ajani. It's worth considering. Slightly annoying that Temple Garden is also in this pack, though, and that's the best way to splash it. Off of Wood at Four Hills. So I think we might just take Zergo here. It's another aggressive creature. We are actually slightly light on creatures, which means we wouldn't be able to be that aggressive. And we do, if we're going to be mono red, we do want to try and be as aggressive as possible. So, okay, Aya Shaman. I don't really think that's that great. I'm just going to take Smash to Smithereens. It's a sideboardable card. Ooh. There's Golden Knight Castigator and Anger of the Gods. Golden Knight Castigator could be really sweet. It's got a massive drawback. We possibly want Anger of the Gods, though. Though if we're playing Young Pyromancer, we're not really an Anger of the Gods deck, so let's take the Castigator. Ooh, Peering Kieran came back. That's sweet. Slightly loaded on 4 drops here, but I think we'll be fine. Nothing here for us. I guess we most likely play Spell Pierce, given we have Delver. Okay, well, Ral Zerak, if we go down Delvers again, playable. Ooh, Exquisite Firecraft, that's nice. Yeah, well, Mono Red's open. So do we want Boom and Bust or Lash Out? I'll take Lash Out here. It's like, I think it's probably a worse Searing Blaze, but it's possibly a Searing Blaze nonetheless. May as well take Bloodline Keeper here. We're not playing either of those. Aya Shaman. I don't think we'll be playing this, but... Ooh, Bonfire. I love me a Bonfire of the Damned, so I'm going to have to take this card. It's a miracle. It's a board sweeper. It's a burn spell. What more could you possibly want? It's also the blue Bonfire. Ooh, and Chandra. Destructive Force. This is what Burning of Genie, pretty much, I think. We could we play this deck? This probably not. Chandra's just going to be good anyway, though. So here we have Char, Stagger Shock, Torch Fiend. We probably want Char, I guess. It's a burn spell. Stagger Shock also does 4 damage, but over 2 turns. I think there's more chance of us getting Stagger Shock back, so... Stormkirk Noble. I guess this isn't awful. Like, we could play Arling Cord. We are probably going to splash a little bit of green for potentially. But this is a 1-drop that grows, so let's just take that. Okay, so there's a few options here. There's Alicia, who we're probably not going to activate that often, so I think we just take Searing Blood here. Again, it's another sort of Searing Blaze effect, so I think that's fine. We are kind of hoping to come against decks which play small creatures. being a red deck, we can't really kill a massive creature. Ooh, but Zealous Conscripts definitely does something. Definitely the pick here. It's just a very strong card. I mean, is Splinter Twin in Modern Cube? I mean, it's banned, so we could possibly also play Kari Zev, but she's not that strong, and she probably wheels, I think. Ooh, Inferno Titan. Ooh, but the Thunderbreak Regent as well. Oh, man, all the choices. We're kind of stuck on 4, I guess. So I'm going to take Inferno Titan. I think it's probably better anyway. So there's Collective Defiance or Pyroclasm. Those are the Felidar Guardian. So there is Felidar Guardian Saheli in the cube. That's good to know. I think I'm going to take Collective Defiance. We could take this given we don't have Anger, but like I said, we were a young Pyromancer deck, so we probably don't want to play Board Sweepers. There's nothing here for us. What card would we not want to play against? I guess probably Mentor. We could splash Flint of Boar, but yeah, white. Let's not. Destructive Force, I guess. The thing is, I think we're so not playing this card. I'm just gonna take Is It Charm. I mean, there's still a very small chance we could want to be some form of blue-red deck after game 1. Yeah, let's also get this Aya Shaman out of here. We're definitely not playing that. Let's get rid of Whip Flare again. Same reason we'd probably not want a Board Sweeper. I think we're a 16 land deck, so yeah, we'll take Stagger Shock here. Yeah, I think we're a 16 land deck because we kind of want to get to 4 drops, and then from then on, I think we're fine. Especially we've got Koth, which untaps lands. Sure, Arlene Cord. Don't think we're playing her. Ooh, all the choices. Alicia or Bogart Ramgang. Well, I guess we'll take the Bogart Ramgang. At worst, it's a 3/3 haste with Wither. So, I mean, makes creatures smaller. Okay, well, we actually have some choices, which, you know, don't always think about when you're playing a monocolour deck. Okay. So, I think we're definitely playing Shrine of Burning Rage. We might not want to play Banefire. We have Bonfire of the Damned. I guess we kind of want to finish games out earlier than relying on a massive Banefire. Probably a decent sideboard option, though. We might not want Stagger Shock. Like, I think this is probably a worse char, really. Like I said, I think we're a 16 land deck as well, so we're looking to make 3 more cuts. Kari Zev's probably a cut. I think she's the weakest of our creatures, so could cut Gold Knight Castigator as well, but a 4 flying haste is not to be sniffed at. Might cut the Ramgang. 3/3 haste for 3 isn't particularly special, and at 3 drop, it's not going to be like aggressive enough, and most of the time we assume our opponents will have plays by turn 3. So Phoenix is better because it's got recursion and it's flying. So even though it's only 2 damage, 2 power flying haste creature's fine. Mizium Mortars or Flame Slash, I guess, or Lash Out. Maybe we take Lash Out out. But then, like I said, it's basically another Searing Blaze, so yeah, possibly just cut Mizium Mortars. I think Flame Slash is reasonable, just to deal with problematic creatures. But I don't think we really need the Sweeper, which is, I guess, what we want Mizium Mortars to be. The other option is we can take out Chandra Pyromaster, because we already have another Chandra. But I think I'm just going to take Mizium Woods. I think that's a better shout. Yeah, curve-wise, maybe a bit bit of a high curve for a normal mono red deck, but I'm fine with this. Land-wise, we are actually going to play one forest in Kestig Wolf Run. It just gives us some reach on our creatures. We can play Wooded Foothills to fetch that forest. We basically have two. Why would we want to play a Plains? I don't know. But yeah, 12 mountains, 1 forest. Seems fine to me. So yeah, that's our modern cube deck, and I'll join you for round 1.